What it do, y'all? It's Chris Evans, and this is Talking Data and More. And as you can see from the hair, I have still been quarantined, locked in my house for over 2 months now, and haven't yet to get a haircut. But as my wife tells me, you know, I should be fortunate and happy that I still have my hair, because I could be looking like Professor X right now. Yeah, that's not a good look on this face. No. I thank you all for taking the time and checking me out. Today I wanted to talk about, you know, the importance of data integration. Now, I'm sure, you know, my colleagues and some of my past colleagues are saying, really, Chris? Really? I mean, come on. And they say that because I've been in the data integration, you know, field for over, you know, close to 15 plus years now, as a developer, and now more on the account executive side, on the sales side. So I know it really well. I know a lot of my colleagues that I've worked with know it really well. But, you know, it surprises me as I have, you know, meaningful conversations with business users, right? Sometimes, you know, that's a miss for them. They're like, Chris, I just want the data. I mean, come on, what? Is it that hard? Is it rocket scientist? No, it's not rocket scientists. But I think it's good to understand, you know, the importance and what are some things, you know, you should be looking out for, so that it's able to help you on the business side drive quicker and faster insights, allowing you to be more data driven in this global competitive market, right? So with data integration, you know, a great analogy that I like to use describing data integration, and this is going to hit home for all my Thor fans out there, and for the folks that may have just watched Thor, right? So if you remember in the movie Thor, quick buzzword, Bifrost. Right? There was the Bifrost that connected Asgard to, you know, Earth today. And what the Bifrost is, as my wife likes to call it, oh, the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, that I still have her though. But the Bifrost connects to all the 10 different realms, right? And it's basically that connection. And that's what data integration is. It is the connection. It is the lifeblood that allows the business to get the data insights needed, right? So when you think about the company you work with today, the company you own, you don't have just that one application that runs your business. You have probably, you know, a handful or even hundreds of thousands of applications if you're an enterprise customer. You have your ERPs, you have your CRMs, you have your local applications that's used by specific lines of businesses, right? You're getting data from your customers, your partners, your vendors, and that data can be in many different formats, from your PDFs to your Excel, your text file, and now even your voice. Hello. We're able to now take your voice, transcribe that into data that can be looked at and transformed to show valuable insights, right? How cool is that, right? We're now moving into that new digital wave of how data is now more important than gold, right? Because you're able to utilize that data and mine and drive the insights and drive the analytics and drive the business. But to get there, you need data integration. That's why it's so important. And as we're looking at data integration from a holistic, higher level, and I say that too because as we go through, and I hope that you guys check out more and more of my videos, I'm going to discuss more in details about integration. And I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break down, you know, B2B integration. I'm going to break down B2C integration. I'm going to break down, you know, API integration, right? I'm going to talk about the ETLs and ELT. And what do I mean by that? ELT is an acronym that stands for extract, load, and transfer. That means, hey, maybe you want to extract the data from your multiple different sources and targets, right? And you want to load that data to your BI layer. And then later on, you want to transform that data, right? That's one way to do it. Or there's another way that you can do that where you can extract that data, right? You can transform it first then load that data, right, to your landing zone, right? Whether that is, your BI layer, another data warehouse, maybe a data lake. So there's multiple ways of integration. And as we go through these videos, you're going to see me talking more about that. But at high level, when you're talking about the importance of data integration, there's three things I always say, to folks that I talk to on the business side that you should always look for on the integration. And I know some of my colleagues may challenge me and say, oh, come on, Chris, there's about 5, there's 10. Listen, I'm going to do more at the higher level, right? And I always say the first is, connections. Connections. You're like, what, Chris? As I mentioned, right, you're not utilizing one application to run your business, to operate your business. You're using a handful, hundreds, even thousands of applications. So as you look at data integration and the importance, it is important that you can quickly have the connections to those multiple applications, to those multiple sources, those multiple targets. If you don't have it, that's going to hinder the second most important piece, is speed. 1, connections. 2 is speed. Speed. Again, data is more important than gold. We know that now. But if you're not able to get the data out quickly from those applications and not able to provide those data insights to the business, maybe to yourself, you're not getting value of it, right? So you need the speed. So once you're connected, you need the speed to get that data out there, transform that data so you can see those data insights, right? That's the second piece, is speed. The third one, and then I know I'm going to get challenged on, but I always say to my customers at looking at it, is data integration and the importance of it. The third point is it future-proof, right? What do I mean by that? Technology is constantly evolving. It is constantly changing, right? If you look at when we started with applications, right? For example, B2B integration. If you think of the old ways of B2B, some of you remember the fax machine, right? When I was a business A ordering from a business B, not only may I have used a telephone, but I may have said, hey, listen, I'm going to buy X amount of comic books from you. I'm going to fax you the order. All right? All right. I would literally send the fax over to the comic book store, and they would say, all right, Chris wants 100 comic books of Captain America, right? And it's like, oh, great. That in itself has now changed. We're no longer, well, I say not no longer, some are still faxing data, you'll be surprised, but we've evolved from that way of sending data to now sending data through emails, sending data through APIs. We've evolved. So the third point of being future-proof, right, is important because can your integration stand the test of time? Can it not only meet today's needs, but can it meet tomorrow's? Can it meet next month's? Can it meet next year's? And I get it. Technology is moving so fast, we don't know. But if you still look at your integration from these 3 points, I promise you, you will be successful. Again, connections is 1, 2 is speed, and the third is it future-proof, right? Well, again, hopefully that's kind of shed and provided some insights on the importance of data integrations for all my colleagues in the development world and IT. If your business user says, I just want my data now.
Show me your data.
I don't get it. What's the importance? Just get it done. Send them this video. Hopefully they'll understand the importance, and hopefully they like the analogy that I did on the Thor spin, or as my wife calls it, the Rainbow Bridge. Well, thank you all for taking the time to checking out my video. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. All right, take care. Bye.